About variety and risk. By Anatoly Protopopov. If all the specimens are lookalikes like nuts on a conveyor belt, then all the hassle about choice does not make any sense. In order for the selection to make any sense, there has to be a due variety of specimens. Of course, after hundreds and thousands of generations it is possible to form some optimum features and properties, which will provide the highest viability of each specimen and thus, the highest viability of a whole species, but, as a matter of fact, the conditions which affect the very existence of species are anything but permanent, and a direction of future changes is totally unpredictable by nature, despite its so-called wisdom. That is why specimens are needed with non-optimized, needless, and perhaps, harmful features and properties for the current conditions. If the conditions change, some of these features and properties might happen to be extremely useful. Giving birth to such creatures, nature definitely takes a risk. They are currently less viable, but it is necessary to take a risk, since no risk, no champagne. Nature does not know any other way to predict the future except hit and miss despite of whatever it is ascribed. Is there any other way to minimize undesired consequences of such risk? How to make the consequences of such chaotic experiments, mostly misses, less threatening for the viability of the whole species? Elementary. If possible, females should not deviate from the optimum, but instead, males should become the objects of experiments, because unsuitable males can be easily excluded from the reproductive process without a danger of decreasing the number of children in a whole population. On the other hand, just a few outstanding males can father all the children in a population. It was noticed long ago that the ratio of newborn males to newborn females strongly depends on living conditions of the species. Under unfavorable conditions, a share of newborn males increases, thus, variety increases, selection speeds up and toughens, and this in turn leads to the faster adaptation to the new conditions. Under favorable conditions, a share of newborn females increases, and that creates possibilities for fast proliferation of species. Briefly speaking, to increase the effectiveness of sexual selection, males, as objects of choice, must own a widespread variety of different features, properties, and qualities up to the explicit non-optimum of certain specimens, in order to cover the widest possible spectrum of future probable species demands. This diversity can only be chaotically random due to the impossibility for natural evolution to predict the future thoughtfully. On the other hand, females do not need to be extremely diverse because it is too risky, and carrying out the advantages of such diversion will fail due to the small numbers of descendants from each one.